Hey everyone, so I hope that you all had a wonderful Christmas and I hope that you have a great start to the new year. Um, I have a book haul for you today. This is in no way bragging, it's my Christmas book haul. I've decided to split it into two videos because I didn't want to make the video too long and I didn't want it to skim through all the books. So I've decided to split it. This first part is going to be the books that I got in the run up to Christmas and actually on Christmas Day. And then part 2 is going to be the books that I bought with gift cards or money that I had for Christmas, and a couple of books that came in the mail after Christmas. So that's how I've decided to split it. So let's get started. Before Christmas I told a bookie friend at college that I'd never read Sarah Dessen, and she couldn't believe it, so she gave me this lullaby by Sarah Dessen, so I hope to check this out soon. And then I picked up in my doctor's surgery, they had for 50p 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. I love Around the World in 80 Days. I've read that book so many times, I love it so much. And I couldn't believe that I'd never read this, so I picked that up when they had it. Then when me and my mum went to do the weekly, we saw in the supermarket The Magic of Home by Nora Roberts, and it's 2 of her short stories. And as you know, I just collect her books, and it was a perfect read to read over the Christmas. And it was okay. It was okay. I then bought myself Alana, The First Adventure by Tamora Pierce, and Eli to the Nth and Misty the Book Rat and Lindsay the Book Blogger all really liked Tamora Pierce, and I realised I had never ever read Tamora Pierce, and this one sounded so good. It's about a girl that wants to be a knight. I thought that sounds like something I'd really enjoy, and I couldn't believe I'd never read Tamora Pierce, so I picked that up to give it a try, and hopefully I'll pick up the others if I really do like it. Then on the 6th of December, like many of you, I got Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare. I pre-ordered this, I had to get it. I was trying to be good and buy less in December because of Christmas, but I made an exception for this one because of course I had to have this, and it says the collector's edition, and I've never had a collector's edition of Immortal Instruments or Infernal Devices book before, so I don't really know why, but I have it. And this is the nicest cover out of the Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices. This is the nicest of all of them. I got my friend onto these books and he has already read it, and he's like, oh, you have to read it, you have to read it. But once I read it, that's it for like another year, you know. I'm trying to savour it and he's still trying to get me to read it, but I've been strong so far and I haven't read it. I mean, I do want to read it, but it's not too hard to not read it because I have so many other amazing books, so I can just take my time with this and read it when I feel it's okay to read it. That made no sense and I apologise. Then on like the 13th I also bought this, Breaking Dawn official companion, and I do like these movies. I mean, I know that a lot of people don't, but I do, and I got it because I liked Breaking Dawn and I have all the others of these, so I didn't want to not get it because then it would be, you know, odd. I'd have all the others and not this one. And it's actually been really interesting to read this, and like how they did the birth scene and stuff I didn't really think about was covered in there, and I really enjoyed reading that. I also received a few books for review. I received a dystopian book called Article 5. This is by Kristen Simmons, and I'm looking forward to reading this. This doesn't come out until February, so look out for a review around that time, both on here and the blog. I'm looking forward to checking this one out. It sounds really intriguing, so that'll be good. Then from Quirk Books I got Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs, and I saw this everywhere. Danny Marks had it, and so many people, and I can't think of who it was. I saw that loads of reviews on this, and in loads of hauls when it first came out in the US, but it's only coming out in the UK now, so they offered to send me a copy, and I gotta admit, the pictures are really creepy. It's like I was sharing my friends and they're like, they're not creepy, and I'm like, they creep me out. Where's one? It's the clown one that really freaked me out. I was like, oh my god, what on earth is this book going to be about? If it's about murdering clowns, I'm doomed. I'm going to be scared for the rest of my life. I can't find the proper big picture, but on the back, there's one. It's like ballet dancers with clown masks on. It's just really weird. So I am intrigued to see what this is about. So yeah, I hope to read this soon, actually, because I don't think it will take me very long. So I'll be checking that out. And then the last book that I got sent for review was from Maria Inc., and that is A Touch of Power by Maria V. Snyder. And I've not read any of Maria V. Snyder's books before, but I saw reviews popping up of this, and they were all positive. So I requested from Mirror Inc. if they got copies, would it be possible for me to have one? And then I was contacted, and they said that they would send one out to me, and oh my gosh. Not only is the cover wonderful, but I am currently reading it. I'm only 150 pages in, but I am loving it. I'm like a woman obsessed right now. I want to be reading it right now. It's all I'm thinking about it, even when I'm not reading it. It's brilliant. And just based on those 150 pages, I know I'm going to be checking out Maria V. Snyder's other works soon. Really, really soon. I'm loving it so much. So much. So definitely look out for a review on this. Although it might not be such a good idea, because there's just going to be me going the whole time, which may not be, that great, Then my friend Jess very kindly sent me a Christmas present, which she did not have to do, and I was very surprised to get this. This arrived like 2 days before Christmas, I think, around then, and she very kindly got me Wild Thorn, and this is by Jane Eagland. I love this cover. It's really pretty. And I added this to my wish list because I saw Deborah hauled it one day, Deborah's Book Cafe, and then Courtney from Books with Court, she read it recently, and it sounds something a little different to what I would normally read. So I'm really interested to read this. I don't know when I will read it, but I definitely hope to in the nearish future because I'm awful. I keep getting more books without reading the books I already have. God, I'm sounding more and more like my mother. But yes, thank you so much for this, Jess. I was really surprised. And then I only got 2 books on Christmas Day. One was from my best friend. In my Christmas present, she included this book, Where's the Meerkat? So it's basically a Where's Wally book, but with meerkats. Like that, which is really cute. I've already found the meerkats. And then the other book that I actually got on Christmas Day was from my mum, and she got me Oogie, The Dog Only a Family Could Love by Larry Levin, and this is a true story. I don't read a lot of non-fiction, but we were out one day and we came across it, and it's because it reminds me of my own dog. Like, my dog is like this breed, but it's a true story about this family that were at the vets one day, and they saw this like thing sort of bundle in, and it looked like a fire victim. He was all scarred, he was like missing an ear, and they found out he'd been used as bait in dog fighting. But they took him on. They called him Oogie, and I think my mum bought me this because she knew it sort of touched me like, oh, but also because I read Love Like a Dog by Anne Calcagno, which was about dog fighting, and I am staunchly against dog fighting, and like passionately, and that was fiction, and it got me like all upset. But she knows how much I love dogs, and I think she wants to read it as well, which is probably why she's bought it for me. But I'm really interested, and I think because I liked Love Like a Dog by Anne Calcagno, the fact that this is non-fiction, I think I'm actually going to enjoy reading about this poor dog. Like, there he is. So I'm really interested, and I will probably read this really soon because it's not very big, and I just look at him. He's so cute. Okay, and the last thing, not book, that I got for Christmas was from my mum, and she bought me an Amazon Kindle, which I was really surprised. I didn't think she was going to get me one, and I've already got a couple of books on there. Sea Lion Books sent me Pantheons to read, and then I downloaded Jenny Pox, the First in the Paranormals by J.L. Bryan. But we'll go back. There we go. And yeah, I have a couple of Richard Denny's on here. Let's see if I can find one. Probably not, as I'm doing this video, as isn't that just always the way. I know it's on here because I put it on here. Where is it? Because I won it a couple of weeks ago from Richard Denny's blog. I won The Immortalists, and it's on here somewhere. Here we go. The Immortalist by Richard Denny, and I love Richard Denny's videos, so I'm really interested to actually finally read one of his books. So that's everything for part 1. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all again in part 2. Bye for now.